Bulla. Hi, welcome to the stream. My name is Francisco Bhagwan, and I made a song 2 weeks ago with my good friends from a band you might know called V5. It's called Silver Lining. Today I'm here to break it down. Break it down, yeah. How is everybody doing this fine day? What's good? I have not done something like this in a long time. I was down there the whole time. I was hiding the whole time, waiting for you. Yeah, I'm just just chilling a bit. Say hi to everybody, see how it is. And yeah, it's just chilling. So this song is actually part of an EP that I've been working on for over a year now. And it's, about 14 months now, March last year. And it's been pretty crazy. There's a lot of ups and downs and just trying to balance everything. But this song in particular, it actually... So I had the idea for this song back in December. And from just a single voice note, I was walking home one day. And then I had this kind of, this idea, right? And it was very silly. And so, because I wanted to do a collab with V5 for this EP. And so that was the plan. And so I had that idea, and then I took it home, and then I just kind of came up with this sort of groove. Let me pull it up. This one right here. Just like a funky Dilla groove, laid back. There was like acoustic guitar and stuff initially. Yeah. And then over time, just, sitting down, thinking about it, playing with the structure of the song. For a while I had the structure, but I didn't have any lyrics, right? Like I had maybe the pre-chorus, which my sister and I wrote together. But we didn't even have a verse. We didn't have any verses. We didn't even have a chorus. I didn't even have a name for the song. So the whole time, until we all sat down together and wrote the song, it was called Song 5. And the thing with Song 5, it's called Song 5 because it was... I actually don't know why I called it Song 5. It's just, I guess, the fifth untitled song that I had in this library of ideas for the EP. There's another one called Song 6, which I won't go more into detail about, but yeah, there was Song 5 and Song 6, so basically these two songs, no names, no lyrics. And it wasn't until March, 2 months ago, where I was, V5, they were actually free, because they had just finished, in Feb, they were part of the Mamma Mia cast. All right, so the three singers of V5, there's 5 of them total, but the three singers, Leah, Jasmine, and Vika, they were the ones who were in the song. And they were also in the cast for Mamma Mia, especially Leah, who played Sophie. And then Vika and Jasmine were in the ensemble. So January, Feb was a bit of it was like a tight tight schedules all around. Everybody was so busy. And then March 2, we had the Fiji Fringe Festival. And so, again, everybody was still busy around that month. But we managed to find time, just a single Sunday afternoon, where we were able to actually sit down and like about 4 hours just sitting together at the piano at their house. And we just, like, they had their lyrics. So it was kind of, everybody kind of wrote their own lyrics for their own sections. So like Vika wrote her verse, Leah wrote her verse, Jasmine wrote her verse, and Vika helped with this. But then we also like all helped each other as well. So the pre-chorus was me and my sister Antonia. And yeah, and then the chorus. Oh, man, it was so much fun. And then like deciding who goes in which part. So this is all kind of, yeah. Anyway, enough rambling. I think it's time to open up the Ableton session. So I put the whole song together in this little program called Ableton Live. Excuse me, I'm not feeling very well today. I have a little bit of a head cold, I guess. I'm still recovering from it. So I might be sipping tea every now and then. I hope that's okay. Yes. But without further ado, also, yeah, see the egg cartons? This is my room. This is just my bedroom. I sleep just this side. But I have my like desk here, my keyboard here. So this is my space. And this is where I make music and I edit things. And I make music in a program called Ableton Live, which is a digital audio workstation, or DAW, or DAW, if you so please. And I also have an Among Us sticker here. Anyway, so we're getting off topic. So I know we don't have a lot of time. So let's just jump right into the Ableton session. And 3, 2, 1. Cool, eh? Welcome to Ableton. Yes. So here's the session. Actually, it's more like this. There's more down here. So this is the session. And altogether, it has a total of... Let's see if I can actually... What happens if I do this? Okay, nothing. If I do this... Does it break everything? No. Well, if you go down here, you'll see... Oh dear. Well, I seem to have broken everything now. If you go down here, you'll see that I have 481 tracks in the session. Just right there. 481. Which is a little... Some might say overkill. I say it's normal. You know, my PC might say it's overkill too, but... yeah. And for all those joining, welcome to the stream. We just started. You haven't really missed out on anything. I was just yapping for like 15 minutes about how we came up with the song. This is the stream for Silver Lining, the song that just came out 2 weeks ago. And I'm so happy to say we've passed 1,000 streams on Spotify, and we have like 1.7k views on YouTube. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you who's listened to the song. If you haven't listened to the song, please go and listen to it before you come and see this. Otherwise, it's like spoilers. Yeah. I'm just so grateful for the amount of support that we've received for this song. And I'm really excited for what else is there to come. What else is to come. You know, it's been a crazy 2 weeks. Yeah, and I'm just so grateful to everybody. I'm especially grateful to my loving parents who have supported me throughout this whole journey. And to my co-conspirator, Antonia, my sister, who has actually been very involved in this EP from the get-go. Yeah. But anyway, yes, 481 tracks. But I'm curious, because I don't even know this myself. There is a total of, if I open this up, this is what it looks like opened up. It's even crazier. There's a total of 2021 clips. So like different audio, like individual audio regions. There's 2021 of it. So if I just hit play. Excuse me. If I hit play, and then it just, we'll see where we go from here. The first thing you might notice, maybe, is the tempo I recorded this at is 73.6. We're in the key of E major, by the way. And actually, after I had exported this whole session, I actually sped it up from 73.6 beats per minute to 75. So it's a little bit faster and the pitch is a little bit higher by, I think, like 34 cents or something like that. So it's just a little bit faster. And this is a trick that used to be done a lot back in the tape days. And like songs like Another One Bites the Dust, for example, which was recorded in E minor. But then the version that everybody hears is sort of like kind of F minor. So it's sped up just that little bit more. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like it just needed a little kick of energy. So I did that. I did exactly that. If you'll excuse me 1 second. Ooh. So yeah, I guess the final thing is sort of in a key that doesn't really exist. Doesn't really exist on the piano. So if I were to go all the way here, I have this mic, but it's not on. I could switch it on, but I'm lazy. So this is E major, but it's more like, it's just a little nudge. Right? So yeah, something like that. You don't really notice it. But yeah, so it's not really microtonal. It's in equal temperament, all that blah blah blah, but it's just sped up essentially. Not as fast as a TikTok version, but anyway. So the song itself, look at all these. Okay, the song itself starts with a couple of sounds. We will get into that now. And the first is this sound here, which I believe I picked from a free sample pack, EDM Prod, some sample pack. And it sounds like this. Because what it actually is, it's that reversed. So this is a sound, this is what it actually used to sound like. So it's like it's like a train announcer kind of thing, and that was from the demo days, and we just kind of kept it in because we thought it sounded cool. And then there's also some crackle, some nice hiss, and there's a fire crackling, fireplace, campfire, and then there's also this. I think. What is this? Oh no, that shouldn't be there. I don't know why this is there. See, the thing is, when you have 481 tracks, it might be hard to keep track of things. Ha 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 ha. Okay. And then we have this sound. This one right here, which I've called Sondulage. And this track it sounds like this. I'll turn up the volume so you can hear it. And what that is, it's actually got a couple of plugins, and I panned it binaural. But this is what it actually used to sound like. And so I put a bunch of extra effects. And what this is something, it's a reversed version of what you hear later on in verse 3, which is this. Which I will break down when we get to it. But yeah, that's all you really need to know about that. And then we kind of just jump into the song, you know. So we just linger on this for a bit, you know. We just feel it, right? And then we get hammered into it. So there's only a few things happening here because it's just the intro. So we have some Rhodes piano. Right. We have some upright piano, I believe. Yeah. Right. We have then we have some bass, which I recorded with this bass here. This one. It's a bass. And truth be told, this is actually the first time I recorded like a full song with that bass, or with bass. I'm not really much of a bass player, but I find it fun. Yeah. And so it's just like simple stuff. And I just like chopped it up. So just to keep the little bits that I wanted. And then over here, here's the real sauce. I did a TikTok on this yesterday. I think yesterday. And this is the main drums. So it's all the same drums throughout, but there's a bit going on. So first of all, we have our kick drum. Oh dear, please don't crash. Okay, sorry, very laggy. So it's just this Cymatics kick drum that I picked up from the Cymatics Eternity pack. And that's what it sounds like. Because there's also some more processing here. Yes. So here's the kick drum. And then I have some saturation on it just to give it some extra character. The way I mix these drums is sort of to really feel the oomph. So there's a bit of a heavy bass on this track compared to what I would usually mix. So, but you really feel the, and that's kind of what I was going for. And then I have Isotope Neutron 4. Just to, I don't know if you can see Neutron. But it's just some EQ and compression stuff. Nothing too hectic. And then that just just to shape the drum a bit. And then I have on the entire drum group or a bus is this plugin called RC20. You know what? Let me see if I can change this so I can show the entire screen. I don't know how well this will work. I'm not sure. See, I should have had this prepared before, but oh well. You know me. So if I move this, and then I just, okay. Yeah. This one, okay. So if alright. Okay, cool. So if I pull up RC20, you should see what pops up, hopefully. Maybe? I have no idea. But it's just some vinyl crackle actually on this one, which I thought there would be more things. But it's just a little tiny bit of vinyl crackle that you hear. And So that's the kick drum. I spent too much time on this kick drum. I apologize. The rim shot. So there's like this kind of lo-fi, like, yeah, you know, very J Dilla, D'Angelo kind of ballpark is what I was going for with these drums. Yeah, really like drum machine kind of thing. And then there's some flicks, which also I think comes from cymatics. Yeah, just a bit of air. I actually picked up this trick from, I learned this trick from the song Time Alone With You by Jacob Collier, which is having something to close in and open up. It's really cool. So I have this rim, right, to hit hard, like to get that, and then you have the flicks to open up. So there's a bit of reverb on this as well. Is Valhalla Vintage Verb. And it's just Valhalla, yeah. So it's just some reverb, because without it, it's like, it's just, but then with the reverb, right, it's, just that extra sauce. And there's some other things going on. We have some claps here. And it's panning, it's moving around, it's having a good time. And then I have here 2 hi-hats. So we have one, which is like an 808, like an electronic hi-hat, which is kind of the main bread of the hi-hat. But then to support it, I have this real hi-hat, which is just from this keyboard here. Bruh. I know. And so it's just like playing natural hi-hats, right? So then you have, then you actually end up with this kind of groove, right? You feel that, right? You feel that bass, like that kick drum really getting into your heart, which is when I wanted to feel that it's there's sort of a sense of urgency with its drums, but also in this very laid-back groove. And then I also have this, just some extra sauce. Yeah, that's that section. And then obviously there's some crackle. There's crackle throughout this whole song, for a couple of reasons. So it's just crackle. Don't know what to tell you. Yeah, and okay. Here's the vocals now. So the reason why, actually, there's multiple reasons why I put the crackle. And the first reason is the aesthetic, right? Make it sound all retro and cool and textural. But also, it's a funny story. So because we only had 2 hours the day that we wrote the lyrics to record V5's vocals, so Vika, Jasmine, and Leah, it was also a bit rainy that day, and you might notice it when you hear the vocals. I tried to clean it up, but there's a bit of noise in it, and I thought, you know what? I kind of like the noise. Let's add more noise, and so that's why I put the crackle. But anyway, for the verses, it's pretty much just like one lead vocal track, and then just maybe some extra stuff along the way. So each of these actually are sort of, I mean, I could, right. Yeah, they're all like placed in different ways for different reasons. And then it has a couple plugins. So let's just listen to the vocals a cappella and just go from there, I reckon.
Last night was top notch, heading off at the bar, going out with the thought of finding somebody cool, somebody new, somebody who gets the view of having fun and mucking up without regrets and morning news.
So it's a little bit chopped up, and again, I had to work with what we could do within that limited time. Could we have done it again? Probably, but you work with what you have, right? So. The plugins in this thing, in Vika's vocal and pretty much all the vocals here is very simple. Just some EQ, some compression, and this little thing called Devil Lock, which is a Sound Toys plugin. And what that does is it kind of warms the vocal a bit, because the mic that we use, this mic right here, it was a bit bright on their voices. So I just needed something to darken the sound a little bit, so it wouldn't sound too thin, right? So you hear what it sounds like without Devil Lock.
The view of having fun and mucking up without regrets and morning news.
And then with Devil Lock.
The view of having fun and mucking up without regrets and morning news.
So it's a bit more like full-bodied. And then it's just...
Release stress, trees and music beat.
Yeah. So over here, it's all in mono, right? It's just one vocal right in the middle.
Off at the bar, going out with the thought.
It just hits you in the middle, and then we open it up in the second half of a verse, right?
Release stress, trees and music beats.
So now it's
tables ending up
in the stereo space.
Up in the sheets, letting go of the pieces. Lift of me up in these streets. I swear this lover girl is non-existent.
Then it really like widens up at the end. And then here's the harmonies. This is fun because this is actually Vika and myself. A lot of the harmonies, I kind of came in because we didn't have time to record all the harmonies we wanted to. But yeah, so I guess it's like I'm like accompanying V5, and it's really cool and it's really fun. So
somebody cool, somebody knows.
So that's like in the pans on the right and goes to the left. It's yeah.
Somebody who gets the view of having fun and mucking up without regrets and morning news.
Release stress.
So that's me. This is also me, I think.
Without regrets and morning news.
Yeah, that's me. And then this is Vika.
Trees and music beats.
Yeah. And so it's just to like pop in at certain phrases.
You and me up in the sheet.
And then I faded out the S because I feel like it was getting too C, you know? So then all together, the voices are like...
You and me up in the sheets, letting go of the pieces. Lift of me up in these streets. I swear this lover girl is non-existent.
And that's pretty much Vika's vocals. Like, it's very, very simple stuff. Let me close this up, actually. And then there's just so like it's just the keys playing here, right? I forgot one thing. We'll get to it after this verse. But just the same. Just this is Keyscape, I believe. Yeah, it's Keyscape. And we have Keyscape on Rhodes Classic Suitcase Lush. And then it's really nice. It's like, you know, yeah. You know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's just really warm and really cozy. I really like, I'm a huge fan of Rhodes keyboards. And so I wanted to kind of, but it's playing like and another thing it's doing, so it's playing quarter notes, right? It's like, no, eighth notes, I apologize. So the beat is like, it's very offbeat, right? That's one thing with this song. It's not quantized at all. So the metronome is playing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And instead of going, it's going like, and it says really like loose and like sloppy and yeah, just like human, you know? So the good thing with this kind of music is you just let it breathe, but it's also in the pocket, like the drums are still playing. Even the drums too, I forgot to mention, the hi-hat, so the drum rhythms, right? I'll play the drums. It's not quantized either. So like you see here, actually the drums are pretty, yeah, the drums are tight. The kick drum is on the 1, But you see this the rims here. There's like this one is coming in early. The rim. It's just a little bit early before the beat, and then the flick comes in a little bit after. So there's like, so it's almost like a flam in a way. It's like a micro flam, and then the hi hat. So the electric hi hat is not playing. It's not doing that. It's doing. So it's a very wonky. So like here, it's so this is technically like the offbeat, right? But it's really spaced out, and I think this is sort of like, yeah, it's pretty wonky. And this one is even more wonky because like, it's just nothing's following the beat at all. It's just whatever. Very approximate, because we're not machines, right? So you don't want everything to be like tight and to the grid and to the. You just want it. You want to feel it, right? So the feel, I was very insistent on the feel really being the driving force there. So now you have this like, but it's not to the point where it's too offbeat either. So like if it was like this, I mean you could still groove to this maybe, but that's a whole different groove now, right? And maybe it might be a little hard to follow. So it's still kind of but it's micro, tiny little things, right? Yeah, that's that. Bass is bassing, you know what I mean? I'm just like, I don't know, with my limited, very bad bass skills, just kind of a lot of slidey notes because I like that. I actually had to get rid of some slidey notes, but yeah, that's the bass. Yeah, and it's just that. It's just drums, bass, keys, some crackle, vocals, and then just in the second half of Vika's verse, we have a little bit of some shakers stuff. Tambourine, sorry. Yeah, tambourine in this one. And it's just tambourine. This one here. Just this tambourine. And I just went to this mic and just tambourine. And then that's pretty much verse 1. So that's how you just get that. It's very simple. Drums, bass, a little bit of tambourine, keys, the Rhodes, right? And then you got a groove.
Release stress, trees and music beats. Drink some tables and an open beauty up in the sheet.
That's that. Yeah, that's it. And there's just small details in the exact composition of the song, I guess, is what I paid most attention to. And then there's just a little reverse cymbal to take you to the next section, right? There's just a tell me what you feeling. That's it. Speaking of that, here we go to that section. And oh boy, here's my vocals. Oh no. So this is it.
Tell me what you feeling, 'cause all I feel is.
I should have faded it better. Crossfade.
'Cause all I feel is you.
It's very wide.
Tell me
so it's like
what you
here.
want.
And then
I wanna be with you.
right in the ends, left and right.
And tell me what you're thinking when you call my name. I don't mind the.
Oh no, I didn't crossfade here. Yeah, so you can hear that.
I
You can hear
don't
the pop.
mind the look in your
fine.
eyes, because you're looking my way.
So that's that. Like it's just vocals and there's a bit of just EQ and compression. Like I didn't do anything fancy with these vocals at all. One regret, maybe I should have done some de-essing because I know the sibilance, the sound might have been a bit harsh, especially on some headphones and stuff like the Bluetooth headphones that I use all the time. It has a lot of high end, so yeah. And then there's just harmonies, which is like this.
I don't mind the look in your eyes.
So this one. This is kind of like a Dorian. So we're in C sharp minor, which is just the relative minor of E major. So we haven't really done anything crazy, key change wise yet. But
I don't mind the look.
Yes. That's it. Like the vote. Like it's really simple stuff. Like nothing insane is happening here. And then we have some ad libs that I did. Just some like, yeah. Just like, oh. Yeah. Yes. The drums. Okay, the drums is where it gets a little bit fun in this section. So we have 3 different kicks, kind of. Well, it's like 3 drums doing the kick pattern, right? So got this really heavy one, kind of EDM-y. Dum, dum. And then we have kind of, it sounds like puke, or like a fart, right? And just to give it that high end. Yeah. You know. It's a kind of hip-hoppy type of thing, type beat. So altogether, it's like. So when I'm thinking about it, it's like, I wanted a groove that was like. It's just like Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, hip-hop things. I don't listen to much hip-hop, but when I do, it always makes me happy. Or not happy. Music makes you feel things. And then here's just a clap, which is just a sample clap from a free sample pack. There's so many things for free on the internet. It's great. And then it's just, and it's just 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. And then here's where it gets a little interesting. So we have this like kind of Afrobeat kind of rim, which is like playing this like kind of playing an Afrobeat, kind of. I very placed a lot of emphasis on the kind of. But just start building that momentum, and then now it's joined in with a clap, and it's going clap, boom, clap. Simple stuff. You'll also notice in this section, in the pre-choruses, I drop the crackle. So like here there's crackle, but then here there's no crackle, or there's minimal crackle.
'Cause all I feel is you.
We also have a synth bass, which is from Trillion. It's a plugin called Trillion, and so this is what it sounds like. Yeah, very, very meaty kind of sound, very dark and like really gets into your gut kind of thing. But yeah, and a lot of like slide. Boomy stuff. And then we also have, in this pre-choruses, I have a lot of fun with percussion and just like sound effects and things. So I have 4 different buses here, 4 groups, and they all have, so it's trinkles, tinkles, trickles, and tickles. And the names are very arbitrary. They don't really mean much, but we have stuff like this, which, if you didn't know, is a plastic container of spoons that I have. And I just went. That's it. I think I hit the container though, and it's just that twice. That's it. There's this. So these are finger snaps, which I recorded with this mic, I think. And it's just, yeah, just a layer with the drums, right? Yeah, just some layering. Yeah, you know what I mean? And just like turn off the lights. And then we have some like bloop, 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 bloop kind of thing. So like, boop, which is this is like stock Ableton sounds. Oh, boop, boop, boop. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, yeah. That's what I feel. So like, very like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, it just feels good, right? It's like brain tickly kind of things. So it's in the trickles group. So it's brain trickly kind of things. We got a record scratch, which I put a bunch of effects on. That's it. It's just so like, doom doom. And then we also have this, which is an extremely distorted, again with RC20, which if I open it up, boom, RC20. Which is just this shaker here. So I just went in a really sloppy kind of rhythm. And I just mangled it and distorted it, and so it doesn't really sound like much of a shaker. And then we have the keys. My primary instrument. Keyboards. So we have this. Keyscape again. Bit more like a spacey sound here. And we have piano. Right? Just doing that, and then that matches with the bass, what the bass is doing. Yeah. We have just some synth brass, I think. And that's the pre-chorus. Yeah, and then what is this? That's a thing. It's like, wake up. What are we doing now? Go to the next section. Before we move on to the chorus, I forgot about some stuff in the intro that we did. So there's this clip of, we've gone through this, right? But there's a bunch of things happening here as well. This is a voice memo from Vika, because it goes into a section. So this is just going
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it. So like, I specifically wanted her to give a voice memo to kind of give this like lo-fi, like low fidelity version. Because we're going very like low res, low key with this thing. We also have some sound effects here. Bar sound effects, which I found in places. So there's this one. If I turn up this audio. So there's one on this side, and there's one on the other side, left and right panned. So all together, it's like, really feels like you're somewhere, right? And then it's also sidechained with this little plugin called LFO tool, and it's sidechained to the kick drum. So it's like, so instead of going da 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 da, so the kick drum is here, right? So it's gonna hit. So what that does when the kick drum hits, this bar noises will go. So, like for example. And then it mellows out. Then it like just grows, and so I just start increasing the volume over time. We also have this sound. So that's just two of the. It's like two bass sounds. There's a third bass sound which I did, and it's just me walking around this room and just yapping, like 20 times. So this is me 20 times. And then so that was the ambience, and the reason why I added this is because the verse one begins with like you meeting someone at the bar, and so I kind of wanted to express that in an audio sound design way. Yeah, and because that's one thing I love doing is like sound design and stuff. Anyway, now we're in the real meat and potatoes of the song, the chorus. And this chorus is, so the lead vocals, it's myself and Jasmine Dana Kamakama. And we sing in the lyrics, and it's like,
You've got me falling for the silver lining of a losing
game. Don't need a label, just want to know your name. Trying to find a piece of my heart in your eyes.
oh dear. Someone must have been walking. It's fine, you didn't hear it till I showed you. Now you can't unhear it. And then there's harmonies. So just to accompany the chorus, there's harmonies from myself as well as Leah and Vika. So we have like,
Game.
which is like,
Game.
right, and it's all double tracked. So it's like one on the left and one on the right, and singing the same note, right? So it's like just make it a fuller sound. And we have, yeah, my voice is not doing it today. Game.
Game.
Yeah, and then
Game.
and all together you get this really like big chord of,
Game.
and then yeah. And then here's some additional harmonies which I added.
silver lining of a losing.
It's like, you know.
Don't need a label, just want to know.
And that's me like, like I'm layering
Don't
vocals.
need a label, just want to know.
No. Very exaggerated vocals.
Trying to find the piece of my heart.
And then, cause this song, right? That's the thing with this song. It's we're in E major, right? So it's like, right, silver lining of a losing game, right? And then it goes like, so, but the melody like this, so this G sharp, right? From this, it's the 7 in A major, which is this note, right? Game. It's also the 2 in F sharp major. So instead of going around, so like, right? Instead of going to this key, right? We go up. We just go up 2 semitones from E major to F sharp major. Trying to find a piece of my heart. So it's just like, it takes you into like this different world. And then all of a sudden, oh, how do we get back? It's like it's a fun little journey that we go through harmonically. It's a lot of fun with this piece. So it's just you just got some keys. And then we have a toy piano. Very heavy keyscape behavior going on here. So it's like you can really hear the percussive sound. So in keyscape, there's this thing that you can turn on the mechanical mix, right? So if I just keep that on, right, you can hear the sound of all the keys being hit, and then as compared to just the normal, and then so it's like, so I used it just as like a mechanical thing. And then there's also this from the song 5 demo, which has stayed here, which is just this kind of from this keyboard actually, which is just kind of like a soft, also another Rhodes keyboard, I think, just different patches. And then throughout the entire chorus, I'm playing a shaker, which I'm not sure if this is a Pringle shaker. So for context, I made a Pringles can, we ate the Pringles and then I put rice in it, and it's a shaker. It's a really good shaker. I don't have it with me, but I actually gave it to V5 as a gift, and so they have it, hence their Pringle shaker now. So this, I think, is just the shaker here. And then so it's just like, and then the these drums come back, but instead of doing the flicks, it's doing claps now. Yeah. Bass is back, and this is like just me noodling on the bass. Very rough, just very, very loose. And then so altogether you have.
You've got me falling for the silver lining of a losing. No, your name.
So like the keys together, right? So it's just like little textural things here and there. And then, those little things here, and then beautiful, beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. Yeah. In disguise, and then I say, sing it, and Leah says, okay, and then we go into Leah's section.
I don't think we know what we're doing. I know that this can't be more. You seem to have your mind made. What if I wanted to change? Try something new for today. I'm just being complicated.
And so it's still very like in the center in terms of width.
You always say you want to,
but then it opens up.
I always say I'm for you. I know you love to lie to.
Oh yes, so I also have this. I sent this to a delay, and only this part here.
I know you love to lie to.
It's just that lie to. Just that little touch. And then because Leah only did this part, so the harmonies is just all me. just like whatever. So like playing it, and I was like, I don't know, just like whatever felt right to me,
I know you love to lie to.
Yeah, and then
complicated.
So like
Just being complicated.
And then hey, because there's space in this section, so I was like, you always say you want to, hey, you wanna, and so it's a call and response kind of thing, exactly. And I mean, there's this, which is just me doubling what the bass is playing. So yeah, one thing to know in this verse is it's a lot more call and responsey. So the first verse kind of set the groove, right? Kept things in the pocket, paved the way for things. So now we get to have a lot of fun in the second verse. So like, the drums is like, right? There's a little space for things. And I had a lot of fun playing this bass part. I'm very proud of it. You know what I mean? And then so like I'm just kind of following like complicated, and then doop 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 boom doom. And what was happening in the key section? So the keys, so it was sort of a call and response happening within the song, with just between the keys and the bass. They're sort of having a little conversation too, which right, and then there's also this little group here called Flutter, which is stuff from the original demo that I kept in. Right. So I have this extra little keyboard, which is just like doing some noodling around and like, and just like having some fun, you know. And then now it's matching with the bass, right? Bit of a nostalgic trip here. Oh dear. And then I have this like synth lead, which is like just like ooh, like a little, make it sing a little, like just some electronic singing. So that all together, that is like and then for this section, I don't know where this came from. I was like, I just like hummed. So we have this little thing here. So this is just claps, which I really trimmed off really like got rid of the, like it really scraped all the low end out of it. Even so, like I did some scoop in here. It's very, it takes a lot of stuff out. And then as each clap progresses, there's 3 claps. The stereo image widens, right? So it's like, this is what was going on. Yeah. And then over here, to layer that, right, we have, which is again the box of spoons, and a little brush thing which I made from a Sasa broom. Sorry, it's like a mini Sasa broom, and I just went up to this mic and just went. So it's very soft metallic hitting. It's a very special sound. Like you don't really hear this, you know? Yeah. So then together with that, and then you combine that with like with the keys, right? And so everything is like really narrowed out in this part. Took out all the low end, and I took out all the low end to build this like, where'd all the low end go? Like where's the bass? The bass is here. Oh, wait, my bad. Where's all the low end? It's here.
Tell me what you feel.
It's like a reset, right? So we go, oh, and then the bass, it's like, Yeah, you know what I mean? And then like and then that's just the bass doing its thing. The drums have a bit more energy. It's picked up from where we left off at the end here. So yeah. And then there's this some like it's the hi-hat. And there's timpani here. And in this timpani I used isotope neutron to just scoop out the high end, so like what it would sound like before, it was very harsh attack. And then I just like so just you feel the timpani, you don't really perceive it, right? You just feel it. And then there's like random sound effects here, like that was just to tickle the brain, right? Because the pre-chorus is very brain tickly. Like, what are you feeling? You know, what do you tell me what you're feeling. And I'm feeling all these things tickling in my brain. So we have like sticks, just like snaps again, snaps it back, right? And that's all this section is. We have some more. Oh, we get some more like random sounds. So we have like drum, and then you know what I mean? And then like, and then so all together, and then there's also like so we have I posted a clip of this on Instagram, I think, which is this. And I was trying for ages just to get the right vibe for this, because I was like, how do you get the right? I think it was with this. I was like, just trying to get the right sound, and it took me so long just to get that one. That's it. That's all it is. You barely hear it. And then playing some triangle too in this part, and it like moves around in stereo. Alright, which is just. I'm not a triangle player by any means, but I love the triangle. So that's what that was. And then over here, which is like, again, it's sidechain compression, which is like, it's like, this is used a lot in EDM and stuff, just to keep that, like, to give the room for like the kick drum and stuff and the drums, give it some rhythm. So it's just like, this is just some sleigh bells, some shakers, and then all together these are like these little trinkles all sound like this. Play with the drums too. So this is like the full drum experience. Yeah. And then the keys are having a good time too. I've laid, so the keys in the first pre-chorus are like, it's like, but then now we have a bit more layering going on. So just another Rhodes, just to give it some more texture. And then I have this thing, this track which I've labeled Still Dre. Because all it plays is, get it? Ha 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 ha. And then so, compared to the first pre-chorus, the second pre-chorus gets a little bit more interesting because I do some really weird vocal stuff.
Tell me what you feeling, 'cause I love you.
So this is made up of a bunch of things. So we have,
'Cause I love,
oh my gosh.
'cause I love you.
So that's the original, right? Untouched. And then we have like, the high end is taken, the low end is taken away. So it's very like sharp. And we have very weird, like alien sounds going on. And a lot of this is achieved with this plugin called Little Alter Boy, which is a Soundtoys plugin. And what I do with it is I raise the formant. So and the formant is like, so that you instead of you, and then likewise here the formant is lowered. So instead of Kozola, it's like Kozola. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then there's like there's this,
Tell me what you want.
which is just harmonies. This is like just harmony stuff. And only one note harmony, which is pretty crazy.
Tell me what you want. I wanna be with you.
You so like, and then so it's like it like closes in and builds back up. And then
And tell me what you thinking. When you
there's a little bit of delay on that, just for that section.
call my name.
And then this is all the same.
When you call my name.
But then there's a bit of like high formant. Call my name. And then
When you call my name.
and this is like pitched up. Again, like just weird vocal effects to make it sound really freaky and not human.
When you call my name.
And then back to this.
I don't mind the look in your eyes.
But then there's also
Call.
it's like pyramid vocal, very like Jacob Collier inspired. So there's like a lot of things going on here. Oh boy, look at that. So like yeah. And then we go into the chorus again, and the chorus is pretty much the same as it was before. There's just more going on in the key section. So like, so there's a like a clavinet there. Ow. Yeah. So it's just having a bit more fun this time. Yeah. So it's just more keys, and then get it. Boom, boom, boom. So, and then we have these. So, how do we get to the bridge? How do we take it to the bridge? We reset the palette once more with two different sound things. So this is called Hipster. I don't know why I named it Hipster, but this is Hipster. And again, I implore you, if you're not watching with headphones, this is best enjoyed with headphones so you can experience the stereo sound. Because I think if you're hearing this on a regular phone, then it's in mono, and the stereo thing doesn't make much sense. It doesn't translate. But essentially what this is this is like a little groove that I made with a bunch of different sounds, and it's just like really heavy, like offbeat, it's like it's like very disgusting. And then I put some more effects on it. Yeah. And then I used this plugin called DVR Micro to pan it in binaural space. So it goes all around, right? Yeah. And then I have this, which is like scuttling. So we have like, and and then some tabla. So yeah, and then some conga, and then all together you have this like, right, and then together with this, so it's like, and then what that does is that resets, and also with some random cymbals and rises and stuff. So like, so this really gets you ready to go to the next place, right? Now we're in space, right? The bass has changed, everything's changed. So we're in this whole new world, and we got like wind chimes and stuff. Like, where are we, you know? So we're in this new space, and because it's the idea I wanted to go for this section is like, you start to question what is right, and like, is this, you know, is this truly love? What is, almost questioning reality, because you're in this high, you've been soaring this high throughout the song, and you're wondering, is this the right thing I'm doing? And so we have a bunch of different sounds. Right, we have like this very spacey synth thing, which is moving around. Some spacey keys, and then some really, and just something to keep you warm here, just a little hug. So altogether, that's like, yeah. And the chord progression for this section is a weird one, maybe. It's F sharp minor into D sharp major, which is like, if you play them together, it's like it's very chaotic, but and there's one way to go around it, which is what I did. So and then we're in C sharp major, which is the 5 of the key that we go up to, F sharp major. So we were in E, right? The song is in E, but verse 3 goes up. You've got me falling. So how, like that's another thing I did with the bridge, is I used the bridge as a way to like key change, like to modulate the entire thing from E major to F sharp major, because that whole section is about healing, and I wanted to uplift it in terms of the actual key that you're hearing it in. So we go up, right? We're healing. This is a good thing that's happening. So we go up into that space. But before we get there, we got to face a little bit of like,
So right, trying to forget her.
just like a lot of vocals. A lot of vocals. This is just kick, I think. Yeah. Like very minimal drum action happening. And then the bass. So like the bass, right? It's got this really like very like, it's holding the note and then pulse. Because now the urgency is kicking in. Right? And then as it builds, we have the orchestra, which is an orchestra that is not real. This is a MIDI orchestra. It's all from the computer. it cuts off, right? Because we reset. But I wanted this kind of like cause something growing, right? So it starts here and then do do do, and then it just unpacks and unpacks. So you can hear it descending and ascending. And then pair that with the keys, right? You get like a... Yeah. There's also some really bad guitar. I don't play guitar. I'm not good at it. If you want someone who's good at guitar, there's my friend Ben Masirewa. He's very good at guitar. So I apologize, Ben. But yeah, Ew, I didn't tune. Did I tune it properly? It's fine. The song's already out. And then that's it. It's just all these little things, right? Now we reset. And now we enter the healing stage. So that's this Sondilage, which is a little thingamabob I did. And this is greatly inspired by two things. First one is so there's like, you know, these like healing sounds and bells and things on YouTube and CDs, and it's music that you play, and it has like bells and stuff that's supposed to, it's like really clears your mind and soothes your brain. That's kind of what I was going for. And so this is made of a bunch of things. We have wind chimes. We have plattering, which I took inspiration from. This is the second source of inspiration specifically for this track. There's a Jacob Collier song called Cinnamon Crush from his new album Jesse Volume 4. And it has this kind of, like, he calls it brickles, which is like, just like sounds, like percussive hits and just and then you have, so it's just a bunch of different things, right? With a bunch of processing on it. And this is the main thing you hear. This one was also half inspired by Cinnamon Crush, because I had the idea for this, but then I went and re-recorded it when I heard that song, because it's like the way it moves around, right, to complement the rest of this. So you have like bells and I don't know, all sorts of things, a lot of bells. So I added this, and then just to give it some movement, right? And here, I think. No, I think it's this one. This is actually playing a motif from another song in the EP, which you will hear eventually. And just to pair that, we have some upright piano. Soothing stuff, you know. And then the drums also start coming in. So I put a low pass filter, which slowly unravels the sound. Yeah. Yeah. So we also have a right. Okay. Okay. So in the verse, right?
Gave him my purpose, my energy. Pierced my lungs with.
So gave him my purpose, my energy. So another thing, right? Decorating with sound, complementing the lyrics, right? Descriptive, like sound thing, sound design. So energy, right? My energy. So the first thing that came to my mind was like a phone, like some phones when you plug it in, it makes a sound when it's charging. So that's that. I made that little thing. Oh wait, did I make it? Yeah, I made that. It's just like a cord, like it's charging. And then there's also some electric sound, energy, right? And then the next part is
Shards of his broken heart.
so we have some shards, sharp noises, and then glass, right? Broken heart. So immediately shards broken. I immediately thought like glass. By the way, the shards in question I made right there. Taking a spoon and a metal straw and going, oh, I think it was the other way around actually. Like how you would sharpen knives, but with spoons. Because knives are dangerous. Yeah. And then there's some keys, so like there's some fluttering, and then there's like just like a little piano run on a felt piano, which is from Spitfire Labs. Just like keep it, because we're coming back home now. Oh yes, breathe. And so what I did to get in, so we're in F sharp, right? The song is in F sharp at the time being. I mean, so we're in F sharp, right? Right. How do we get back to E for the chorus? Well, one way is you go all the way around again. So we're in F sharp, right? F sharp. We go up. Now we're in G. Now we're in C. Now we're in E. Isn't that fun? Isn't that... Yeah, there's so many ways to go from point A to point B. You just gotta pick the one that you want to go with. I picked that one. There's a bunch of different sounds here. Just
Bring it back.
yeah,
Sing it.
some yapping. C, A, E. Now we're back.
You've got me falling through.
And we're back. Like,
Don't need a label, just want to know your name. Trying to find a piece of my heart in your eyes.
yeah. So there's like we go just add all the vocals, just a lot of harmonies, right? There's this one was added last minute on the day I submitted the mix for myself to go and master, but like put it in a different. When I exported this session to mix, I had Jasmine and Vika came over that night to finalize things, and we added in this.
You got me falling.
This is such a last minute addition, but it really meant a lot. So like,
You got me falling for the silver lining.
oh, there's also some percussion happening here. There's also more piano action happening. So that Spitfire felt piano that I was talking about, we bring that in. Just warm. Just add a little bit of warmth, right? Because we're going home now, so. Put everything away. And then it ends as it started with the train sound. And that's Silver Lining. Oop. But yes. That was the session. A lot of simple stuff and just a lot of different simple things. Just layered together. And I love layering sounds. I feel like it gives things new perspective, especially when you start with a little bit and then you build over time. But yeah. Oh, I have some questions. Yes, yeah, the tiny cymbal. It's in the second pre-chorus. You barely hear it. It's just before the triangle part. That's it. So like, I don't even think you hear it. Oh, I do hear it. It's here. So it's just there. Ever considered getting a beta listener if that's... Oh, I send it to my friends. So like every time they're probably annoyed with it by now. Every time I finish like working on something for the day, I send it to them. I'm like, what do you guys think? And then they just give me their feedback and stuff. So yeah, I send it to people. There's some more questions somewhere here. What was the collaborative process like? Did you come up with lyrics first or melodies first? So, again, the collaborative process, a lot of it was just in the Instagram. We have an Instagram group chat where we just keep track of everything. Because, it's hard to organize for everyone to meet up, because everybody's so busy. So, Can I get an application on the 20 lay? Oh, this. Oh, yeah. This part, right? Oh my gosh. I've lost it. Oh, this part. Is it just this part? Oh no, at the beginning. Yeah, I was like, the original plan was for everybody to come and meet up, and then we do the crowd vocals, like we do everybody's just walking around. But because nobody was free at the time that I needed it to be done, I just stood there by myself, standing around and just going, hey, how's it going? You know what? I think what I'll do now is I'll actually open up that session. Just because of how silly it is. Here it is. Okay, do you want to save changes? No. The song's done. But yeah, so we meet up a few times and talk about the song. Like the name Silver Lining didn't come. Again, it didn't come until the day that we actually sat down and wrote the lyrics. And that was crazy. It was very hectic. I was very stressed out that day, but I mean, we made it work. And I'm really happy that we did. It was a lot of fun too. V5, amazingly talented band, incredible people. This song, Mango Tree and Take Me Away. Beautiful. Okay. But yeah, like, so as you will know, then we came up with the lyrics last, essentially. I mean, I added some instruments and things over time, but in terms of the actual songwriting process, the lyrics came last. Yeah, so I had the instrumental idea, like the idea on the way on that walk in December. What's the meaning behind the lyrics? Actually, I want to try something. So this song in particular is about a fictitious. It's about a rebound relationship that will come after a breakup, and sort of what that's like. And so it starts off with meeting this person, and it seems to be going well, but then everybody has their own baggage, and they're not fully open with each other. And then when it hits the bridge, it's like, this is amazing, but is it really, am I actually getting over my past relationship through this? Is this working? And then the third verse comes in, and then the actual healing process begins, and you actually start to reflect on that. But the chorus, you've got me falling for the silver lining of a losing game, right? So the silver lining is like, the one good thing in a bad circumstance, right? There's like the one good takeaway you can have. So you got me falling for that one good thing to come out of this, this end of a bad relationship, and at least you get some short-term satisfaction from it. And it's a losing game because at the end everybody loses with these kind of things, but to each their own. We're not here to judge. We're just here to make some music. What more can we expect from you in the future? What genres? So again, I have an EP that I will be announcing at some point when it's closer to completion. Genres, crazy stuff. I guess you can expect like funk, maybe some reggae, some more indie soul. I'm a huge indie soul fan, and I really like making that kind of music. I don't know. I guess you'll just have to find out in due time. Why this genre for this song? Okay. I don't know. So I guess I just had the idea on that walk, and I was like, because I was thinking, I knew I wanted to do a song with V5. I had no ideas at the time, but I thought, maybe their voices could really fit something in this ballpark. Because you go and ask them what kind of music they listen to and they enjoy as well, and you can see a bit of the overlap there. Right? D'Angelo is there, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, and that's in the Venn diagram of the music that I like as well. And so I feel like it worked really well though. And some people said TLC for V5, like with their vocal style, and it's awesome. I mean, inspirations again. D'Angelo, this song is very inspired by D'Angelo. Moonchild, which is a slightly newer group. Jay Dilla, Erykah Badu, Sergio Mendes, Hiatus Coyote, Jacob Collier, and just a bunch of bunch of different. I have a playlist on Spotify. In my, you can see in the Spotify profile the artist playlist. So I made a small playlist of inspirations that you can check out, which inspired Silver Lining very much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole thing. That's Silver Lining for you. And it's a bit of a long stream. We went a bit longer than I had anticipated, but I just want to say thank you all so much for making it here. I do apologize for the awkwardness. I haven't done a stream like this in many moons, but I hope to do more of this at some point. And especially as more music starts coming out, I do want to do more breakdowns of each of the songs and the sessions that come out from them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. But
this is a certified hood classic.
Yeah. Hope you all have a great day, great weekend, and if you're in Fiji, a great long weekend. And thank you so much for joining in. I don't know how to end the stream.